Well, last episode we took down PSG and looked to be the real deal with Gaetan Laura running rampant up top. And now we get down to serious business in the league, this time out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Respected Jeff here. I am back. Apologies for the delay. I wanted to get some of those clips out. I hope you guys enjoyed the different content last week, but it's back to business as usual. Now we're in 5th place, level on points with PSG. We beat them last episode, so honestly, I'm feeling really good about the season so far. But early days, and we have a bunch of questions from the community. Shout out to all of you guys for the great questions. Most of them have been focused around youth. How are we planning to incorporate them? I got a lot of specific questions on players, especially Ismail Garbi or our goalkeeper, Timothy Lotutala. What role are they going to play this season? How are they going to fit into the side? So I think we have a lot of youth players and a lot to talk through, but there are 3 players that I want to focus on giving minutes to this season. Number 1 is obviously Ismail Garbi. We also have Lotutala and goal, and Ethan Mbappe has joined and wants to play an important role. Here are the roles that they have right now on the team. So Garbi looking to get rotation minutes. Lotutala and Mbappe probably going to be happy with any kind of minutes they get. They're not on a big role this season. Lotutala is going to be our backup keeper for cups. Mbappe is going to get minutes where we can afford it. He'll be on the bench sometimes. Don't expect too much out of him this season. The one that I want to see the most out of is Garbi, especially if there's injuries. He is behind players like Mitrita, Anderson, even Husni in the lineup, but he's going to get minutes, and if he can take them, this could be his season to break through into the first team, but nothing is guaranteed, and obviously the team comes above all. So if he does not find success, that's not on us. We're not going to build a team around a player who isn't performing. So I think we're going to stick with the players we've got for now. Diakite is another youngster worth mentioning. He's been with us since the beginning and has been a starter, so I don't feel like he's really in the same category, but he's going to start this game. Aside from that, it's mostly the same starting 11 we've seen already. With that said, let's get to it. All right, so all that talk about youth, none of the 3 players we just talked about will be featuring in this game, but ones to keep an eye out for in this episode. They are going to get significant minutes, so stay tuned, especially for players like Mbappe making his debut in the first team in a competitive match. But right now, far and away, our most important metric is winning games, and against a team like Lyon, we need to make sure that we put out a strong starting 11 and actually get the job done. Nothing other than finishing top 4 would feel acceptable for us this season, and I think we're definitely more than capable of it. And here we go, starting the game really strong, top of the box for Husni. It's saved by the goalkeeper. Once again, Ilyas Husni starts strong, and he's just running the show out there. Flick and a shot from distance. He just looks so sharp, the youngster. And here we go with Mitrita dancing through the box, eventually poked away. Significant period of pressure there from Paris FC, though. Now down the left-hand flank, it's Lyon who get themselves into the game, and a great chance at the near post. Well, good chances for both teams so far, but neither able to break the deadlock. Diakite doing really well to slot in the midfield, but the whistle blows. Fairly uneventful first half. All in all, we had a good spell of pressure there, but that was kind of it. We go in search of a goal here in the second half. I think even a draw here would do us a disservice. If we want to climb into the top 4, really, we're in 5th place right now, so we are looking for all 3 points. Gaetan Laura coming forwards now. Can he get his head up and pick out that run from Mitrita, who does well to stay on sides? The winger cutting into the box, lays it off, and Laura always going to finish from that kind of angle. Gaetan Laura gets us in front time and time again this season, last season, the season before. Well, we've certainly had players who are maybe silkier on the ball or a little more technically gifted than Laura, but I don't think we've had any that are as prolific of a goal scorer. The closest we've seen in terms of numbers is Jordan Hugill, who put up significantly more. He'd been around for longer on the channel, but those were mostly in lower divisions. Laura's doing it against top teams in Ligue 1 and probably the best overall striker we have ever had. But we got to be careful team-wise here, as we do concede a goal 57 minutes into the game, after what I thought had been a really solid performance from us to dominate play, but half an hour remaining, still all to play for between these 2 teams. Laura from Mitrita getting his head up and just kind of waiting patiently for a run ahead of him, and he eventually picks out Diakite. Excellent footwork. Diakite's looked sharp in this one, and Cornet now making a run down the left-hand side, puts a ball into the box. It's deflected, and it's in the back of the net. There you have it again from Gaetan Laura. Couldn't tell exactly what was going on there, but that is a fabulous goal from the striker, and it could be the goal that separates these two teams come the end of the 90 minutes. It was a bit of a scramble at the goal mouth inside the area, but we're just putting balls into the box. It's Cornet who makes the dangerous run again. The left back has been a revelation for us. But when you need goals, you can always count on Laura. Felipe Anderson now playing a more central role in this game. Picks out Laura again on a hat trick. Saved by the goalkeeper. And eventually, it's out of play. But that's enough to see the game out 2-1. It's a close affair against one of the better sides in the division. But we came out on top. We looked great. And Paris FC are having a brilliant start to the season so far. We look significantly better already than last. And on we go. All right, well, that's enough to take us into 4th place. PSG slipping up again. They've dropped points, and they are now 2 points behind us with a draw in their last match. We take on Metz next in 16th place, who actually we took Paulinho from in the summer, so this will be a little bit of an adventure for him going back to his old club. He'll be starting in this one. He is fit to go back into his attacking mid position. Like I promised, though, Ethan Mbappe at least going to be on the bench in this one. You know what? Maybe he'll start this game. I'm going to go ahead, go out on a limb, start this one. We've been in great form. We're not going to rotate the team too much, but I'm going to give Mbappe and Garbi a shot just on the theme of kind of giving to the community. You guys want to see these players in action. I think it's fair that we give youth a shot against a team like Metz that are down in 16th if they're ever going to get a start. So this is their chance to shine. Let's get to it. All right, well, a lot of talking points in this game. Paulinho, obviously, like I mentioned, coming back to face his former club. He's been probably one of our best 2 or 3 players this season. He's completely filled the role that Wabi Kazri left. He's been an excellent player, and at 24 years of age, he will keep growing. But you can see next to him there, Ethan Mbappe gets his first competitive start for our club, and big expectations on him. Honestly, it's a huge bit of faith that we're putting in him to start this game. He's supposed to be a wonder kid. He has really high potential. Let's see what he's capable of. We've done it in the past with players like Ilyas Husni, and it's paid off. But the team gets off to a rough start there. A rocket from outside the box by Boulaya. FC Metz not messing around, and it's nothing to do with the youngsters. Garbi and Mbappe, nothing they could do to stop that. That is down to the defense. And now we have a bit of a mountain to climb here to get back into this one. Paulinho coming forwards, and he picks out Mbappe. First couple touches of the ball here for Ethan. Finds Cornet, and he's dictating play out of the center of the pitch. Really well done there from Mbappe. Paulinho slides through. Gaetan Laura, can he finish? No, it's saved by the goalkeeper, but as promising from Kylian Mbappe's younger brother so far. He's looked very in control of the ball. That's very much the type of player he is too, but here we go with Garbi charging forwards. Great bit of attacking play. Veretout does really well to round his man. Saved by the goalkeeper again. And honestly, both of the young players really stepped up for this match already and are looking sharp. Paulinho given nasty treatment there by his former teammate with a tackle from behind, but play on, says the referee, and on we go. FC Metz coming forwards now. Could be a chance just before halftime, and Zidane is out there to smother it. Well, that was a breakneck pace first half, and we find ourselves on the losing end so far, 1-0, but it's not for a lack of effort. On we go. Ilyas Husni putting a ball to the back post, and it's just tipped over by the goalkeeper. Well, we've come out guns a-blazing here, and Ismail Garbi looked sharp, but we need a difference maker. Felipe Anderson, definitely a little bit more proven, but not a knock on Garbi. I definitely saw some promising signs, and he will be getting more minutes this season for sure. Ball comes in now from Paulinho to find Llorente, who puts it in the back of the net. Diego Llorente, the center back, another signing that has been a revelation this season, and that's saying a lot because he's displaced our captain, Axel Bamba, who's on the bench. Ball put into the box here. 2 players at the far post. No! Jordan Veretout could have finished, should have finished. That was our chance to score a second, and now in we go from another corner and a header over the crossbar. It's not for a lack of chances at all this game, but Metz still pushing their all as well, and it's a goal line clearance there from Umar Soleil, who alongside Llorente, ooh, that's a nasty challenge, and it's a red card. Well, again, Paulinho giving some really nasty tackles here, coming back to face his old side. That's the second one, and this time it is penalized. 18 minutes left, and it's another swap. Ethan Mbappe coming off, as well as Ilyas Husni. It's Mitrita and Soumaré to come on. Fresh legs, and hopefully a chance to just inject some more pace up top. Honestly, a good performance from Ethan Mbappe too. He did well. He didn't make any mistakes. He didn't exactly set the league on fire or anything, but this is the kind of performance we needed to give him some confidence. Gaetan Lora slipped through again. Saved. Unreal. World-class effort. Saved by the goalkeeper. That was going right in the top corner. We just cannot find a second, but on we go here. Paulinho twisting and turning. Hopefully didn't pick up an injury in that. He looks to be okay though. Soumaré coming forwards and a ball to the back post. Well, was that a cross or was that a shot? We may never know, but Soumaré, it is disappointing from him. And here we go with the final ball of the game. Gaetan Lora, one-on-one. No way! It's wide of the post. This is very uncharacteristic. Usually we finish these kind of chances. That was the most egregious of them all. Goalkeeper wasn't even going to get there. It's just off the target. I don't know if it got to his head, Gaetan Lora, the chances he missed earlier or had saved earlier recently, but we are held to a draw. FC Metz showed some spirit there. Honestly, it wasn't for a lack of the youngsters that we included in the lineup, I don't think. They looked pretty solid. Mbappe played some promising forward balls. Garby had a couple good runs through and behind and set up teammates for chances. It just wasn't enough to get the job done on the day, but overall a good performance in the team. I do like what we saw. I think both of those players will be seeing more from this season. And I think the last question now will be the goalkeeper, Lotu Tala, and where he fits in. All right, well, surprise, surprise, Gaetan Lora catching headlines after his amazing start to the season. 9 games and 10 goal involvements. He has 8 goals and 2 assists to his name, repping an average match rating of 7.9. It would be great if we could break that 8. That is a rarity in FIFA. But, I mean, you guys know it. He has been absolutely on fire this season. Now, taking a look at the rest of the squad and where players fit in, we have a lot of opportunity here. Ethan Mbappe, I think, looked promising. He'll be on the bench again in this one. I'm not going to start him in this next game either, but I think Diakite will be given a chance here. It's going to be Soumaré on the bench again, who honestly hasn't looked great this season. And like I said, we'll see where Lotu Tala fits in once we get to some of the cup games. But with that said, let's get back to action. Let's get to it. All right, here we go. We looked decent last time out, but obviously we need to be doing better. A win is a must in this one if we want to keep up the pressure up at the top of the league. And here we go with a great start to the game. Paulinho slipped in behind, back post. Oh, maybe just overcomplicating it a little bit, but that's what we do best over here, trying to play some complicated attacking patterns. Maxwell Cornet, top of the box, off the crossbar. Absolutely unreal stuff from the left back. He's been a really, really solid signing and looks to be deadly playing out of that left back position. Diakite now, lovely footwork to find Felipe Anderson, who takes his man on and eventually runs it out of play for a corner. Bright start to the game from Paris FC here. Paulinho plays it short. It's Ilias Husni now on the ball. Little give and go here. Paulinho, top of the box. Lovely build up. Diakite, top again for Veritude, who plays it through. It's just too easy. Gaping hole in the middle of the pitch. Finds our striker again. Well, it looked easy for Gaetan Lora, but he's the type of player that just makes it look easy. Right place, right time. His positioning is impeccable. His finishing is fantastic. If he can round out some of the passing and dribbling aspects to his game, he could be one of the best strikers in the world. Paulinho now with another chance to make it too. And man, we're really putting up the pressure here in the first half. Ilias Husni going at it alone, and he's still carrying the ball forwards, top of the box. He's still going. Husni into the top corner. My God, what a finish. Well, we haven't seen him contribute all that much this episode, but my God, he's got it in him for sure. Ilias Husni, take a bow. What a goal. He just took on the whole team. So silky on the ball. No one closed down. That's a millimeter perfect shot. I mean, literally could not ask for better. And 2 goals up now, we look to be in a pretty commanding position, but Ilias Husni is not done yet. He's dancing through defenders like they're not even there. This really is the season, I think, when we've seen him take it up a notch. Oh my God. What a goal that would have been. He literally took on the entire right-hand side of the team. Shades of Lionel Messi, to be honest. And the former PSG Academy player is really making a name for himself out here. But the opposition find a way back into this game. Lorient with a nice goal of their own right across the goalpost and into the back of the net. And game on at this point. We got to be a little careful. I thought we looked to be pretty much seeing this game out already, but there's still plenty of time left to play. We need to make sure that the rest of this game goes in our favor. Here we go now, charging forwards. Paulinho, unbelievable footwork. He's drawing so many fouls in, and no way, it's another red card. Well, Paulinho's got a target on his back these days. He's got to be careful if he wants to avoid injury, but Yeah, it's a nasty studs-up challenge to the back of the Achilles there. Thank God he came away without anything too bad from that. Gaitan Laura now plays a ball in for Husni. Can he find the return? Still going. Oh, twisting and turning. Couldn't quite pull it off, but here we go. Laura, top of the box. Saved by the goalkeeper, but it is incredible offensive play here from Paris FC in this game. So I think with the game looking pretty good, it's Ethan Mbappe to come on and just be that metronome in the center of the pitch to move the ball around. He's really good in terms of his passing and ball control. Now, I do want to be realistic. He is not the type of player that Kylian is. He's not that fast or that strong or really has a great eye for goal or anything. He's the type... Ooh, he gets into the box there. That was a close call, but what I was saying is Ethan Mbappe is the type of player to sit a little deeper, move the ball around, pick out some good passes, and I think we're seeing that from him already as he sets up two players in rapid succession. The chance first for Laura and then second for Husni, who honestly has been man of the match by a landslide. Ilias Husni is one of the best, most promising young kids in the entire world, and at this point he is one of our own. Ethan Mbappe, top of the box, not far off at all. What an opening goal that would have been, but it wasn't to be. Goalkeeper saved it. Honestly, good to know he's got it in him though. And another curling effort, almost the same exact type of shot. Again, didn't come off. It was a little easier that time around, but it's enough to see the game out 2-1. We piled the pressure on. Honestly, I thought we could have scored significantly more goals, but a win is a win. We got 3 points, and honestly, our fantastic start to the season keeps on going. All right, well, sliding up the ranks here, tied on 20 points with several other teams. Let's get straight back to the action, then we can kind of evaluate where we're on the table, or at on the table next. Toyan's going to start this game. I think a couple other players to watch. Garby is going to be on the bench. We're going to try to keep it fresh and rotate as much as makes sense, but it's still a very strong lineup. Only the one player swapped out from our usual starting 11. Let's get straight to it. All right, well, here we go back into action against Stade Rennes. We're looking for a win in this one in front of the home fans. If we could make it another 3 points, I think depending on how results go elsewhere, we could slide up even further in that top 4. Jeremy Toljan starts at right back. We haven't seen all that much from him this season because I think it's pretty clear at this point that Vinicius Tobias is our starting right back. Gaitan Laura charging forwards. Could this be the opening goal of the game? Veritut! It's in the back of the net. Just like that, 4 minutes in, we get ourselves in front. We just look to be unstoppable when we're playing our game. It was a driving run from Laura through the middle of the pitch, and then another ball in from Mitrita, who's not really been a nailed-on starter this season, but is showing how much he contributes. Really interesting to see between Ilias Husni, Mitrita, new signing Felipe Anderson, which of the 3 of them start in those 2 winger spots. At the moment, it's really hard to pick out any of them. I think Husni's probably the most nailed on out of the 3, just considering his profile, the kind of player he is, pretty much undroppable at the moment. But honestly, Anderson and Mitrita both have their bright spots. They've both looked really, really good. And what a great problem to have, honestly. We're going to need a lot of rotation this season, and God forbid we get injuries again like we did last year. We're going to need every player we've got. Oh, and pulled back there. A yellow card. It could have been a red. I think Gaitan Laura pulled back. Was it the last man? I guess not. But chance here from the free kick. It's Maxwell Cornet to step up and take this one. We've seen him hit a few in real life. Can he sink this one? He had the one off the rebound against PSG, but this time it's clean, straight into the back of the net. 2 goals up now. Maxwell Cornet gets another goal to his name. Wow, he is just such a talented player. Honestly, even having Tobias in our team, which is saying a lot, Cornet is the most offensive fullback we have, scoring goals, assisting. He's just a genuine talent and really showing it at this point and stepping it up as we look to be one of the bigger teams, not only in France, but in the world these days, and really push for European success if we can find a spot this season. Ilias Husni now twisting and turning and saved by the goalkeeper. That would have been another incredible goal from our incredible wonder kid. He scored one last episode. Can he do it again? Top of the box here, off of the corner, and it trickles just wide. Well, he's about as high on confidence as you could possibly be at this point, and he's really backing it up with his performances too. So with the game looking pretty good at this point, it's Samuel Piet and Ismail Garbi, 2 players who are in search of minutes, and both of them deserve it, both rotational players this season, but definitely have their qualities, and I expect them to play a role, especially again, considering if we might have any injuries or things like that to deal with. But here we go, Ismail Garbi, first involvement on the ball, lovely finish. That's more like it from the young winger. Exactly what we've been looking for the last 3 seasons really out of him. We signed him with such high hopes, obviously from PSG. When we made the switch, hasn't quite hit the ground or hit the heights we know he's capable of here. But that is a fantastic goal. Pinpoint accuracy right around the hand of the goalkeeper. If he can keep that eye for goal and in the rest of his appearances, I think he could play a much more significant spot in the team. Here we go, Ilias Husni now coming forwards again. Got a lot of options forwards, and among them is Garbi, another position. Can he finish? It's off the crossbar! Could have been 2. It was an incredibly similar chance to the first goal, but on we go looking for more. 20 minutes remaining in the match. Ball played short for Garbi, who dances through his man again and still going. Ismail Garbi, can he pick out a pass or a shot? My God, beautiful footwork, and he just let it run ahead of him. Well, this is the single best performance we've seen out of Garbi in the blue of Paris FC. Really, really promising stuff, and a 3-0 win on top of that. 3 points for the team. Things are looking absolutely outstanding. All right, well, what a start to the season. 11 games played. I think we can really assess the team at this point. Let's quickly take a look at our academy. Marley Felix is one we signed from, I actually forget exactly who, somebody in Ligue 1 as one of the most promising young center backs around. He's growing a lot in the academy. It might be time for him to get a call up and get a shot in the first team soon. 66 overall, not bad at all. The rest of the players, Corey and Luxon, have been in the academy for a long time. Honestly, not really going to realistically make it into our squad. We'll figure out what to do with them going forwards, but for now, they just continue to grow there. Now, taking a look at the team, obviously we know what Laura's done. 9 goals and 11 appearances, unbelievable. But big shout out to Cornet, 2 goals and 2 assists. He's our second leading goal scorer, tied with Paulinho and Ilias Husni, who again have both been fantastic as well. All right, so with that said, we're sitting in 3rd place right now, level on points with 2nd, so it's all gonna come down to next episode to see what we can do. If you guys wanna help out, join the Discord, links in the description, it's free. Would love to have you there to contribute to this series. Also, you can check out respectthejeff.com right after this. You can go check out all of the players and their detailed attributes and statistics for the season. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel. It helps me out so much. And with that said, I'm Respect the Jeff, and I'll see you next time.